Happy Halloween! On this episode of Ava's Flava, I'm gonna show you guys how to make some boolicious Halloween treats. So, step into my kitchen if you dare. Okay, let me show you what you need. Okay, so I'm gonna make for you guys a few different things, and the very first thing I'm gonna show you how to make is the shrunken heads floating in apple cider. And you're gonna need, each apple makes 2 heads, so I have 5 apples, any kind, except the poison one. Some cloves for the eyes, some cinnamon sticks, okay, and some kitchen utensils, some good carving kitchen utensils, whatever you can find. Okay, so first what you're going to want to do is go ahead and peel all your apples. And I went ahead and peeled one, and you're going to, if you want to do this, you can leave some of the peel on the top up here so it looks like hair. Okay, so then what you're going to do, after you, oh, and also if you want to keep them from browning, just put them in a mixture of fresh lemon juice with a little bit of water. But I think the browning adds more character to the little, so it looks fine if they're brown, I think. Okay, so we're going to cut this guy in half. Okay, and then, so that's a nice thing that one apple makes 2 little heads, and then we're going to core it. Just take the core out. And, yeah, let's take this out. Okay, so once they're cored, what you're going to do is carve their little faces. Oh, and don't forget to save the peelings for your witch's potion. Look how white my teeth are. I like having a green face and white teeth. Okay, so anyways, usually what you could use is a melon baller, but I don't have one, so I just use this teaspoon and 1/4 teaspoon, and I'm going to make 1 big eye and 1 small eye, and you can make any kind of face you want. So what you're going to do is just kind of put it in there and twist it around. Okay. Oh, and also your apples don't have to be perfect. Like this one had a little bruise, and that's alright, because they're they're gonna it's alright if they, whoa. Okay, so that one has 1, oh, and then I'm gonna put 1 clove here for an eye, then 1 here. Say that's the pupil. Okay. Oh, and and then I'm just gonna do a little nostrils. Okay, so I'm just gonna poke out the little nose here, and then I'm gonna do the mouth. You can do a happy face, a sad little mouth. I'm just gonna see, and there it is. And now I'm gonna do the rest of these apples. Okay, so here's the first one. And doesn't it look cool? Look at the hair. It looks like me when I was a kid and I first cut my bangs, a little crooked. That's okay. Okay, so now that we've carved them all, this is what they look like. This is when you put the chubbo hubbo to work and make them start peeling and carving. Oh, and look, this one even looks like he's got a little, is it this one? A little bit of a goatee, so you can leave some of the peeling down there too. That looks cool. Okay, so we're going to pop these in the oven, 250, for about 2 hours, and then I'll show you what they look like. On to the cake pops. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how to make some really easy cake pops, ghost pops. And let me show you what you need. Okay, you need some lollipop sticks. Okay, and 1 box of any kind of cake mix you want. I picked Devil's Food Cake, appropriate for Halloween. And a cup of frosting, any kind you want. And 1 16-ounce container of candy coat. coating. They make vanilla or chocolate. I use vanilla today. Okay, and then some stuff to decorate the pops with. I have chocolate chips I'm going to use, gel pen, and some sprinkles. Okay, so first what you're going to do is you're going to bake the cake according to the box, and you're going to let it cool completely, and then kind of crumble it into a large bowl. And then we're going to dump in about a cup of this frosting. And then I'm going to use, whoops, I got chocolate. That's okay, I'll get it. That's going to get annoying. Okay, I'm going to dump it out. Okay, so then I'm going to use my hand mixer and then just mix this around really good. And I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like once you blend it up. And then what you're going to do is, then you're going to get like a cookie sheet line. Hi, baby! Then you're going to get a cookie sheet line with wax paper. And, what's the matter? Are you scared of Mom? You are? Is Mommy a witch? Okay, then. Yeah, Mommy's making cake pops. Yeah. So you're going to get these and roll them into a ball. Just roll them into a ball any size you want. Just roll them like this. I'm going to do them all like about that size. And you're just going to keep on doing that until all the batter is gone, and then I'll show you what you're going to do after that. Okay, so once you have them all rolled in little balls, this made about 28 of them. What you're going to do is just set them to the side. We're going to put these over here. And then this is what your candy coating is going to look like. And then I'm just going to break off one little piece. And I'm going to put it over here on the stove and let it melt. Okay, so once you've dropped it in here to melt, you're going to make sure also that it's on low heat because you don't want this to burn. And you can also melt this in the microwave, but I'm doing it on the stove because I'm feeling witchy. Okay, so once the candy coating is dry, what you're going to do is, do you think my nose is big? Okay, you're going to dip this in here. Just dip the stick in there. So it's just got a little bit at the end there. And then you're going to go about, gently push it in about halfway. And this is going to, the reason why you're doing this is because it's going to dry and then keep the stick in there. And then you're going to go ahead and do that to all of them. And then put this in the freezer for about an hour so that way the balls get hard. And, and then you're going to, I'll just show you. Okay. What do I say? Okay, so now I'm going to make you guys some meat eyeballs. Okay, so let me show you guys what you're going to need. Okay, so what you need is a pound of ground chuck and about a pound of Italian sausage links. 2 slightly beaten eggs beaten with your witch's broom. About a cup and a half of breadcrumbs. 2 minced garlic cloves. Oh yeah, garlic's good. It keeps the vampires away. About a 1/4 cup of onion that I am going to grate. Half a cup of Parmesan cheese. Shredded 1/4 cup finely chopped parsley. Some green olives for the eyes. And a jar of your favorite pasta or marinara sauce. The blood sauce. Okay, and some salt, pepper, and about 3 tablespoons of olive oil for frying the meatballs. Okay, so first what you're going to want to do is take the Italian sausage out of the casing. You're just going to squeeze it out of here. Okay, so now that all the sausage is out of its casing, what I'm going to do next is mix all the dry ingredients together. Oh, and these breadcrumbs aren't seasoned either. And you can add some seasoning if you want, but I'm not going. Okay, so next I'm going to grate the onion. And you want about a 1/4 cup. I'm just going to do this right on the table. feeling like a rebel. Okay. Okay, so once you grate the onion, you're going to dump it in here. And the reason why I grate the onion and chop the parsley really fine and mince the garlic is because they're going to be small meatballs, so it won't give the onion time to cook if it's big chunks. And you don't want to bite into a big chunk of onion, and this way I can sneak it in and the hubby's never going to know. Okay, oh, so you're going to want to season with a little bit of salt and pepper. And then we're going to add the meat mixture. Add that in. See, and my eyes are tearing up because I don't have my goggles. Telling ya. Okay, so we're going to dump this in here. And then just mix it around really good. Okay, so once you've mixed everything together, nice. What you're going to do, oh, and a trick to keeping the meatballs from sticking to your hand is run them under some warm water before you start forming the little balls. So, oh, my nose is itching. Oh, it's itching. I can't scratch it. Okay, sorry. Okay, so we're going to roll these like little balls because we're just going to make little mini meatballs. We want them to be creepy, but you also want them to be tasty too, okay? So we're just probably going to make them about like this size. See? And then what we're going to do is green olive that I just cut it in half. So I'm just going to stick it, press it down in there, like that. See? Does it look like an eyeball? Yee. Okay, so I'm just going to continue to do that with the whole thing. Set them on the plate, and then we're going to fry them up, and I'll meet you at the stove. Okay, so I'm all done forming them, and this is what they look like. I see you. Yay. Okay, you can make them a lot smaller if you want to, but I just made them about this size. And you should make them all the same size, so that way they all cook together. Birds of a feather flock together. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and turn on our pan to about medium high, and then we're going to dump in 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and then we're going to start frying them up. And you're going to want to do them in batches, because if you put too many meatballs in the pan, it's going to steam. Okay, alright, so we're going to start dropping them in, and you're going to want to brown them on all sides. So we're going to do that, and then after we brown all of these, I'll show you guys what it looks like once they're all browned. And then once we brown them all, then we're going to drop the heat down to about medium and let them cook for like 10 minutes. Okay, now that they're all nice and brown on all sides, I'm just going to dump them back in the pan. I put turn the heat down to like medium. And then I'm going to put a lid on them. Oh, I didn't know you were filming. I'm going to put a lid on them and then cook them for like 10 minutes. Okay, so here's the meatballs that I displayed on this pretty little Halloween tray. And you can use toothpicks to eat them. And there's the blood sauce. That's my homemade sauce. Maybe one day I'll share the recipe with you. Okay, so now it's time to decorate the cake pops. Okay, so now it's time to decorate the cake pops. And what I did was I melted the rest of that candy coating on low. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one cake pop, and you can decorate these however you want. I'm going to decorate a few different ways, and you're just going to swirl it around, just kind of gentle. It shouldn't fall off. It should be fine, but just in case, just kind of swirl it around. And if you're going to use like Hershey Kisses or anything like that for the eyes, you need to do it quick because it hardens pretty fast. So you want to make sure that you get those on there. Okay, I'll move this one away so you can see. Okay, we're going to stick that on there, and then I'll do 2 little eyes. This can be, and then we can do a little mouth. There. See, that one looks like a little ghost. And then we can do a little Schmeagle one. We'll give him like 3 pieces of hair. Like Schmeagle, my precious. Okay, so the Schmeagle hair didn't quite work out, so I'm just going to decide just to sprinkle these little sprinkles on. And I'm going to go ahead and I'll just do the Schmeagle hair with my little gel pen. So I'll show you guys. I'm going to go ahead and decorate the rest, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys really quick the apple cider. cider, and you want to warm this. You can keep it warm in a crock pot with this. Now all you're going to do, I'm going to drop, oh, this is a gallon of apple cider from your local grocery store should have it. They have boxed apple cider too. You can use that if you want. You want to do it? You got to drop the cinnamon sticks in there. Good girl. Okay, now we got to put the little creepy heads. So then we're going to, oh shoot. Whoops. Okay, so now we're going to float the little creepy heads in there. See their hair. Whoa! Whoa! You did! Good job! You did it, baby! Yay! Okay, so we're just going to float. See, doesn't that look cool? I saw this on Martha Stewart's website. She's a genius. Okay, so I finished decorating all the cake pops. Here's the best schmeagle I could do. Okay, so here's all the stuff. And I put it on display. The first thing is the eyeball meatballs with the blood sauce. It's very delicious. And we have our apple cider shrunken heads, or head. And you can use a bigger mug if you want, and then the head will float on the top. But I thought that was kind of cool, like that. And then here's my not so beautiful design cake pops. But they make up for on the inside. They don't look good, but they're tasty. Okay? So, I hope you guys like this boolicious episode, and I hope you all have a wonderful Halloween, and I'll see you next time. Yay!